All right, so I remember late last year when I have never been more consistent and profitable my whole life. And it was because, if I had a bias, all I would do is wait for the daily to break, close the daily candle in a fib level, go golden zone fib level, and then I would go ahead and execute. And I'm going back to that because I realized that the 4 hour fibs are not consistent enough or even at all, even if the bias is right, the daily fib always ends up taking over. That's why I rededicate myself to setup A's. That's what I call them. So, in this case, UJ, you could say it has potential, right? If I get a nice daily bullish candle close, I'll go ahead and buy, see what's up. It's the same with GJ. If I can get a bullish candle close, I'll go ahead and buy back to the highs. And for AU, like you look at the weekly time frame and we are tapping into that like level of liquidity immediately to the left. I get a daily candle close, I'm gonna sell. Put the stop loss above here, take profits. Gonna be here. All right. And I see I have that bias because, the dollar is point A from swing low to the swing high, wait for the retrace, everything. People are panicking. It's perfect time to get in for some buys. And with that being said, there's a very high chance that EU could also fall and GU could also fall. Um, I don't know if it's going to continue a little bit more bearish from here or what, but if I had to put my fib in a proper place, honestly, this would be the point A, this would be the point B, or I could do the whole thing and just say point A to the new point B. But this is the thing, if price were to break this counter trend line, more than likely continue to the highs. And honestly, I'm just gonna go based off of what the dollar is telling me right now. Let's see if we can find some weekly liquidity. Oh yes, we're hitting that SMA, which is actually one of the entry points that I can take. Um, so shit, since we are at that level on the weekly, go ahead and give honor to that. You see, blue 16 SMA touching the case with the 80 USD. It's touching that weekly liquidity directly to the left. GU, I'm sure it's probably going to do the same, but I'm not really messing with it to be honest. Um, yeah, it just looks too messy, but more than likely the vibes are going to be the same and it is going to continue bearish. With UCHF, I have a overall bullish bias, but because of the monthly closing like this, I think it's gonna have a little bit more retracement, right? So for me to enter, also it could continue bullish straight from here because genuinely the last setup A was right here. Point A, point B, point C went all the way to the negative 27%. I will say that this could be updated to like point A, point B. The only reason I can't take UCHF sells is because I haven't had my daily break bearish to wait for a bullish daily candle. So that's all I'll be waiting for right now. So yeah, that's my outlook for the next month. Happy trading, y'all.